I just got off the phone with a doctor that had signed up, and they were spending $20,000 a month on Google ads and pay-per-click ads with like Bing and search engines and YouTube, and they weren't getting that many results. And at the conclusion of this call, he just told me that we needed to double the budget. And you want to ask a question, why would you double your ad budget? Well, you make that decision when you know that your marketing is working. So if I pull up the ads account real quick, $19,900 spent. We've generated 1.7 million impressions and 3,600 clicks to the website. Now, clicks is not something that's real important here. It's how many of the clicks turn into phone calls, or how many of the clicks turn into basically appointments that are qualified for the office. Well, the way that the doctor knew that it was working is this tracking system. And I'm just going to show you one part of it. It's the call tracking. And call tracking is super important for most doctors' offices, because about half the population likes to talk on the phone and the other half likes to do the computer or type or email. So the phone is real important for booking. Most appointments are booked through the phone. And one of the things we need to analyze for is how many of the phone calls have good quality versus bad quality. So there's 3 ways that we can quickly understand phone quality. Length of time, like if a call is only 30 seconds, that's not a good outcome. Most qualified appointments take about 3 to 7 minutes to book, but sometimes longer. Maybe the patient has a lot of questions that they need to ask. The next thing is the sentiment, how positive or negative the phone calls are. Sentiment tells us 2 things. First off, if you're getting quality calls, if you've got low sentiment, you're going to have a lot of hang-ups or a lot of short duration, so the sentiment scores are low. If you have good quality outcomes with patients and the staff and the bookings, then the sentiment should be high. Sometimes the front office staff does not a very good job at getting patients in the door. In fact, we've seen a lot of receptionists have a very tough time with booking appointments because they're not trained in or don't know how. And then the final thing is the missed call report. So if I come down to this, we have call recordings and we know where they're coming from, and we're able to track repeat calls versus new calls. And then if I come over here to the transcription search, we can see what patients are asking about. And so we have here a referral and they're looking to schedule an appointment. And so within these messages, we can see exactly what's happening, but we take it a step further. So here they're talking about an appointment on the 24th at this time. So if we open up the call, we can see a transcription report, and then if we analyze the full sentiment line by line, we're seeing the interaction between the patient and the front office staff. And so this doctor's office basically had complete tracking. They knew how much they were spending, what they were getting from it, what was happening with the appointments, and then it was a no-brainer. They had already had a big lift in patients coming in within just the first month, and now he's asking us to double the ad budget. So go from $20,000 a month to $40,000. And he's basically got a lot of providers. He's got about 15 providers, and he's trying to max out their schedules or get a fully booked appointments to even handle cancels or no-shows. So when you have confidence in your marketing, you make decisions like you're going to spend $20,000 more next month. If you don't know what's working, you're not going to make that decision. And here is the key to it. You cannot manage what you do not measure. And if you measure wrong, you will manage wrong.